Anyway, I have a niggle about ISIS. When in the actual fook, and I'm doing this for the initial YouTube, don't worry, I'll throw some F bombs. When in the fuck did ISIS become relevant again? There's this joke that's been used for so long. This thing, and somebody goes, "Thanks, Obama." You know, I have such a weird political journey in my life. As an old school lefty, kind of hippie, I've talked about it before, who voted for Obama at one point in my life. And over the years, I've started to understand and research some things about the man that really confuses me. That's what I would say. It's confusing. It's confusing. The whole political landscape is confusing now because as I've separated from the left, I have I've seen the Charlie Kirks who his closed eye weirdo face bothers me. Don't get me wrong. Um, I've listened to, well, I'm not going to list the names because it's just going to trigger people. But I see this trend about here's what Obama actually did. And it's just like, what the fuck? And in clarity, I use Obamacare to this day. Like, it's all I got. I don't get good enough coverage for my work, so I apply and I use. And for those who don't seem to understand, I don't know what this whole thing about Obamacare is. Let me just clarify. I'm getting off topic. Obamacare works like this. You have an assumed tax refund. I've been through it. So if you tell me I'm full of shit, okay, but I've done it for 2 years, so fuck off. You have an assumed tax refund. You can go choose plans. You can choose a plan that uses $300 a month of your tax refund and you only pay 100. That's for the high class shit. Or you can use 200 a month and pay $100 out of your pocket a month for the middle tier. Kind of what I kind of do. And so at the end of the year, you do your tax returns, and instead of getting your measly 3 grand back, which I do, and I'm a single dad, motherfucker, you instead get the difference of cost. So instead of 3 grand, I would get 1250. Let's say I'm not doing the math right now, even though that's my fort. I'm not going to do it. And if you think I'm saying the word wrong, I'm going to link you to a George Carlin bit who clarified it is not forte, it's fort. Whatever. So what Obama did with that was important to me. It was effective for me. It affected my life. But I see all these other things. I won't go into them now because if you were to put me on the spot, I wouldn't be able to clarify. But I've been inundated by so much information about the past presidencies that it kind of freaks me out. So let's rewind back to my point. ISIS, wiping out ISIS. Who can I thank for that? Well, I can genuinely tell you, thanks, Obama. Well, what the fuck happened? What's going on? I thought ISIS was irrelevant. You know, we have Hamas, we have all the shit going on in the Middle East with Israel. Uh, we have the other terrorist group that's been around forever. Oh, their name is eluding me. I'm not going to think of it. I'm talking old school shit. I'm talking Iran backed, Russian backed, old school shit. And ISIS seemed to be irrelevant, you know? And here we are. Here we are with stories about Louisiana and some dipshit with his ISIS flag killing a bunch of people, having a shootout with the cops. You know, this might give away where I'm at, but somewhere in my area, not next to me, but somewhere in my area, some asshole gets pulled over because of some issue, license or something, and then goes, I got a bomb in my car. And they see an ISIS flag. and they shut down everything in like a 20 plus mile radius for hours. Hours. Luckily and happily, it turned out to be nothing. But what the fuck is going on? Like, why are there, at least in my, and listen, I am not update with shit. I'm old, as you can tell. I have more important things in my life with my son. I don't keep up with shit. I don't have a Twitter account. I don't have an Instagram account. You can suck my dick. I watch YouTube and I work. And fucking even I've been up to date with some shit going on. And I've heard the word ISIS thrown out at least 3+ times. What in the fuck is going on? Like, how has that organization sustained itself? Is it a situation where people are just so dumbass that they're like, I mean, we're talking about in Louisiana, or not Louisiana. Did I say Louisiana? In New Orleans. Sorry, I'm old. Someone who's naturally born in this country and being indoctrinated by fucking ISIS, like the throw gays off the roof, cutting heads off, fucking psycho motherfuckers, and they're on board. They're like, yeah, you've motivated me. I want my. And by the way, if you think you're going to get 40 virgins, have you looked at the fine print? Do you understand that not only women are virgins? You know, I won't talk about my personal life, but I know someone that's in their 20s that's a virgin and they're a man. Do you think Allah gives two fucks about what you get? Do you think you might not get 20 middle-aged virgin men? You know, are you really do you really believe that the virgins you're going to get are all under 18? You sick fuck. Anyways, I just find it amazing what motivates a person to do some kind of crazy shit. And when you align yourself with ISIS, you're aligning yourself with the most, I was going to say fundamental, but I want to say, what's the word I'm looking for when it comes to practicing religion? It's, it's, it's the most extreme versions of religion. It's literally taking the word of your religiosity as literally as you possibly can. That if you die in the sense of supporting your God, that you're going to get X, Y, and Z. But what are you asking for? What do you think your God is going to provide you? The 40 virgin thing is very vague, and most virgins are underage. And some virgins are overage, and they're sometimes men. Do you not understand what you're signing up for, you fucking sick ass bastards? It's really concerning to me. This whole revamp of ISIS is really just like stirring me up. It's uncomfortable. Anyways, I just wanted to give those who are who are signing up to suicide themselves for these virgins, I want them to have a second thought. You should really think this shit through. Not if anything, not just because you have basic moral fucking humanity, but because maybe this 40 virgin thing is kind of fucked up. And in real life, if you got 40 virgins, you'd probably be in jail. Just saying, no hate, but frustration. Niggle out.